Today's message, follow the leader. As a child, there was a game that we played called Follow the Leader. The way it worked is a leader would be at the front of the line, and everyone else would line up behind the leader. The leader then moved all around, and the followers had to follow the leader's actions. Any person who failed to follow or do what the leader did was out of the game. God's word gives direction for the leader and the follower. Deuteronomy 17:14. When thou art come unto the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, and shalt possess it, and shalt dwell therein, and shalt say, I will set a king over me, like as all the nations that are about me. The Lord knew that Israel would one day desire a king because they wanted to be like the nations around them. Sadly, this desire to be like everyone else destroys the Christian life. Israel wanted to be like the world. They wanted a king. Because of this, the Lord gave a description of what this leader was to look like. In Deuteronomy 17, this leader was to be chosen of God. This leader was not to multiply horses for himself, things of the world, and wasn't to return to Egypt, the place where the Lord had freed them from slavery. This leader was not to multiply silver and gold for himself or multiply wives, the wealth or the things of the flesh. In Deuteronomy 17:18, it says, And it shall be when he sitteth upon the throne of his kingdom, that he shall write him a copy of this law in a book of that which is before the priest, the Levites. This leader was to make a copy of God's holy word and keep it with him. There was a reason for this. In verse 19, it tells us, And it shall be with him, and he shall read therein all the days of his life, that he may learn to fear the Lord his God, to keep all the words of this law and these statutes to do them. This leader was to read God's holy word all the days of his life, so that he would learn to fear God and to do what God's word said to do. The reason to do this was crucial. It would be the difference between a righteous leader and a wicked leader. Deuteronomy 17:20, that his heart be not lifted up above his brethren, and that he turn not aside from the commandment to the right hand or to the left, to the end that he may prolong his days in his kingdom, he and his children in the midst of Israel. By doing so, this leader would learn humility, know how to follow God, prolong the days of his life, bless the kingdom, and bless his children. Now here's what you do. If you are a leader, follow the instructions given here in Deuteronomy 17. If you are a follower, follow the leader that practices these traits. It is God's desire that you follow his son Jesus, the righteous leader of his people. Now here's your truth to take with you. It's in Revelation 19:16. And he hath on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. May God's grace be with you.